What's up, guys? Welcome back to another collection video. So, as some of you guys know, I live in Georgia, so I live, in the South, and right now we are going to be bombarded pretty soon by a hurricane, so I was very surprised when a package actually arrived on my doorstep today, and it was for the collector's edition of Ys VIII Lacrimosa of Dana. So, pre-ordered this game along with Danganronpa V3 from the NISA website, the Nipponichi Software America website, and I highly recommend, if you guys have not bought games from them in the past, definitely check them out. I highly recommend them. I've gotten some great collector's editions from them in the past, including Psycho-Pass Mandatory Happiness and Yomawari Night Alone, and I highly recommend their games if you guys have not checked them out, because they make some very nice collector's editions for the games that they localize. So I'll also be doing the Danganronpa V3 one later this month when it comes out in just a couple weeks. So I noticed right away that when I got this box that it was really heavy, and I mean, look at this thing. This is so nice. Like, I totally did not expect it to look like this at all. It's very discreet, very subtle. It's like in this, almost looks like a deck box, you know how like they collapse on each other like that? So that's really interesting, the way that they have designed this. So I actually don't know 100% what comes in here, but as you can see, it says for portable device, which means it's the Vita version, as you guys know. So we'll see, although this should be exactly the same collector's edition as what you get on the PS4 as well. And you can also get this, get this for Steam. So you can get a collector's edition that looks exactly like this, that comes with a Steam code instead of a physical copy of the game itself. So let's open it up and see what's inside. We're going to use our handy little X-Acto knife here. So I just made a little cut in the saran wrap with the X-Acto knife, and already I just felt that texture and I was like, oh yes, I'm already happy with this. So I can't describe what type of material this is, but it's a very specific type of material. It has a very nice texture, and it's used on a lot of special print things for collector's editions and things like that. It's very silky, and then you can see the emblem right here. The game's logo is embossed and glossy, and this material though is just this really nice matte texture. Like, if you feel the cover of a collector's edition strategy guide, it's usually the same type of material. As soon as I felt that, I was like, oh man, we're in for a real treat. It's the same material that was also on the Fate Zero Blu-rays, just to give you guys some kind of reference for what this feels like. So really cool. I'm already very happy about that in terms of quality. So I'm assuming that it's going to open in several... Oh, okay, so let me see if the top does not come off. So it just opens... Wow, oh, that's really cool. So this section is permanently attached, but the entire thing slides out, revealing the contents inside. Oh man, this is really nice. Oh man, all the credit in the world to them for this, for making this collector's edition. And it's not even all that expensive either. It's like I think $80 for the Vita version. So I see a steelbook already, which is a little weird for a Vita game. I'm trying to figure out how to get all these things out of here carefully without damaging anything. So, oh man, oh, this is so cool. So this is it's a book, obviously. I don't know if it's oh wow, that is really cool. So it's like a storybook, or like it talks about the game itself. Looks like it talks about some of the playable characters, so maybe it's like an in-depth manual, but it's like leather bound with this. It's fake leather, but it's like it imitates like a leather bound book, and it looks so nice. All the inscriptions and everything on here. My father worked for a printing company for like 30-40 years, so he has taught me a lot about when they make stuff like this, and we just have, between me and him, have such a huge respect for the artistry when we see stuff like this, because you don't see this kind of stuff anymore. So wow, that is really cool. There's some weapons in there. I love this intentionally weathered look that makes it look like a book that they found, in, you know, on some boat somewhere that had been water damaged over the years. Man, and the art is just fantastic in here too. I don't want to dwell on that for too long, but that's the first thing that came inside. Let's see if we can get everything in frame here. Wow. So the next thing is an art book. So again, very nice cover there. It's black, it's very simple, it has the nice logo on there, and oh man, the art in this is the art for this game is already fantastic, I can tell you that. And Ys has never really had my favorite art style. To be honest, I'm not that huge of a fan of the series because I don't own all of them. I love to play them all in order. So Michelle pointed out to me when I changed my desktop background to this character that she has like this impeccable underboob game going on, and I was like, I didn't even notice that. I thought her outfit was just white and blue and that she was covered right here, but no, she's like barely wearing anything. It's this specific image right here. You'll probably see a better version of that. But yeah, fantastic art style for this game. It's a huge step in the right direction for the Ys series. The Ys series is a very classic series. It's as old as Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, or Phantasy Star, so it definitely has a lot of nostalgia there. And to see a brand new game built from scratch by Falcom and you know, released in America on the PS4 and the Vita by Nippon Ichi Software is just such an awesome treat for the fans, especially when they put so much quality into it like this. So all the respect in the world for what they've accomplished with this game. All the characters, some of the scenery. I don't want to spoil anything for myself, but wow, so these two things alone have already just made this worth it. But there's still a lot more in here. What is this? Wow, this is really cool. So this is a acrylic bookend set. So it's essentially for your bookshelf. It's an acrylic standee of Adol from the Ys series that you can stand up and use it to put these things on your shelf. And you know, if you need a bookend, you have Adol there to kind of indicate, oh hey, that's where my Ys books are, that's really cool. That's a very unique edition. I've never seen a collector's edition have something like that before. Oh, there's something else in here too. I think this is another cloth poster, very similar to the Fate Extella one, the Final Fantasy XIV one, and the Dragon Quest Heroes one I have. I'll probably open that up at the end and show what that looks like. So next we have a soundtrack, which I obviously am a huge fan of having a physical CD soundtrack come with games. Usually that's my incentive to buy a limited edition all on its own. And the Ys series has always had fantastic music, although I can't say I'm terribly familiar again with the Ys franchise's music, so I'm looking forward to hearing that. This really makes me upset that I missed out on those big box PSP versions of Ys Books 1 and 2, Ys VII and Ys Oath and Falgana. I'm really upset that I missed out on those. But they're really valuable now, so it's kind of hard to capitalize on that. So here is the Vita version of the game itself, individually sealed within the package, so that's pretty cool. And the last thing we have here is the Steelbook, which, wow, the art on that is fantastic. And again, I don't know that, yeah, this Steelbook is meant for a CD, so this is really just meant for the PS4 version. So it looks like this cardboard insert is just there for the Vita version, and that this would be the entire PS4 case if this was the PS4 version, and you would just have the Steelbook as an optional bonus extra. But wow, that is so nice. I appreciate the hell out of this. Even if I can't put my cartridge in it, I still really appreciate it. So let's get everything kind of lined up here so you guys can see it. Yeah, so I just ended up laying the fabric poster down on my bed, and it's absolutely massive. As you can see, it's so much bigger than I thought it would be, and again, the art is fantastic on it. It's actually the same size as the Dragon... Well, may not be quite the same size as the DQHeroes one, and the Final Fantasy XIV one is long, but I was expecting it to be small, just like the Fate Extella one, but turns out it's actually really huge, so quite nice. Alright, so that's everything. So thank you guys for watching. This is absolutely one of the nicest collector's editions I've gotten in a long time. Definitely this year. Even nicer than the Fate Extella Noble Phantasm edition, even though I really do like that collector's edition. But I also have the Japanese version of that one, the Regalia box, so that one was not quite as special. Definitely tune in again for when we do the Danganronpa V3 collector's edition in a couple weeks, and I'll see you guys then.